Welcome to the West Prairie Nature Preserve, part of the Sibley Prairie. The Sibley Prairie is a globally rare remnant lakeplain habitat that has existed mostly intact for hundreds of years. SMLC acquired this 40-acre preserve in 2014, and we have been working to restore this unique habitat ever since. This habitat occurs on areas where glacial lakes deposited sandy soils over a layer of clay. This results in a site with seasonal flooding in the winter and spring and drought in the summer and fall. Unfortunately, because of agriculture and development, less than 1% of the original 125,000 acres of lakeplain prairie remain in southeast Michigan. These remaining sites tend to be small and are further threatened by development. Luckily, SMLC has permanently preserved this site, and it is additionally protected under a wetland conservation easement with the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy. Once the habitat was protected, we partnered with the Nature Conservancy's Oak Openings program to restore the lakeplain prairie itself, which is under threat from invasive species like glossy buckthorn.
Through the partnership with SMLC, the Nature Conservancy has used various methods in helping control the invasive population. We utilize these methods in order to open up the seed bank specifically for increasing biodiversity in the oak openings region. When invasive species come through, they often choke out the native species and create what we call monocultures, or just dense stands of one or two species, whereas natively it would be hundreds of species.
This is dense blazing star. This is one of the host plants for the blazing star borer moth. The Nature Conservancy is doing restoration for the blazing star borer moth, which is a species of concern in Michigan. Its habitat has been lost, and we've lost a lot of its host plants. So the Nature Conservancy is planting plants on West Prairie SMLC property to provide habitat for the blazing star borer moth.
Besides blazing star, some of the other specialized plants you can find here include tall coreopsis, Virginia mountain mint, winged loosestrife, seed box, bone set, and field milkwort. If you come in the fall, you're likely to see fringed gentian, false foxglove, and ladies' tresses orchids. This is also a great place to come and see pollinators in action. Many types of butterflies and moths, dragonflies, and birds depend on these wildflowers for food and shelter. Because of seasonal flooding, the trail at West Prairie is typically closed in the spring and usually opens to visitors in June or July. Closing the trail allows us to protect these sensitive wetland habitats and the wildlife that depend on them. Your support helps SMLC restore and protect Southeast Michigan's natural places and provides visitors access to this globally rare habitat that once covered vast regions of the area.